Hey everybody, Jesse here from Zumbro Home Inspection. I just wanted to go over real quick. I know I went over electrical panels before and why a home inspection is so important, and inspecting electrical panels is not something you do just doing a walkthrough of a house. So real quick, this house actually has two panels, the main and the sub. I actually did a video a while back about the difference between main panels and sub panels and how important it is to be wired correctly, but this house is just so clean, and actually this house is correct. I just wanted to show real quick what I'm talking about. This would be the main coming in. Right here's your 200. Right on the other side of this wall is the right here on the other side is actually the meter entrance right here. Inside the main panel, you can have your grounds and your neutrals bonded together. Right there, those bare copper, that's going to be grounds. You can have up to 2, sometimes 3, depending on the manufacturer per stud. That's fine for the smaller gauge wires. And then the white sheaths, that's going to be your neutrals. Notice they're on the same bar. It's being carried out on the 3-wire entrance back out to the meter to make the full circuit. So you notice they're bonded together. They're on the same bar. That's fine. This panel's clean. It's wired properly. And then you notice right here is a 90 amp breaker. It shoots off your 2 hots. It's hard to see back down there, but it comes down and it bonds with the neutral and the grounding bus bar. And there's also a 4th wire actually, right here coming in that also bonds with the bar. And the reason is, now we're over here at the sub panel. Notice there's no main disconnect. Just because there's not a disconnect doesn't mean it's not a sub. You can put a main, it wouldn't be a main, you can put a main breaker on a sub, but typically there's no reason to. I barely see it, and it would confuse people, so it's best just to put whatever's feeding the sub there, leave the sub energized unless you cut it off at the actual main panel for real. You notice the entrance actually is a 4-wire on here. Well, it's a 3 with the ground. So you got your neutral, your 2 hots, and actually that's your ground coming in on the 4-wire on the sub. Now on the sub panel, your neutrals and your grounds have to be isolated, meaning they can't cross paths, they can't touch, they can't energize each other. So on this one, notice right here all the white wires, they're on their neutral bar. And it's going out through this neutral conductor right here, marked with the white on the neutral bar. This neutral bar is not grounded to the box, and it's going to be parallel. It's not going to touch the ground path until it comes back in and it connects right here into this neutral bar on the bus. Grounds, right here. Here's all your grounds. They're actually bonded to the panel. They're bare copper. Some's aluminum, stranded. They're bare copper. They go out through a separate path right here, and because even your ground's not sheathed in here because it grounds out the whole panel, but it's going to enter, and then the 2 hots and your neutral sheathed anyway, so they're not going to bond together. They're going to stay separate and carry it back to the main panel. So on this panel, then the neutrals and grounds bond together. The reason it's important for a sub panel to be isolated like this is I'm not an electrical engineer. I'm not going to get into the technicals of it, but basically the only time a neutral and ground should ever bond is at the main. There's really not really any exceptions at all. That way the ground, I mean, there's a lot of technical reasons, but basically the way I explain it is the ground is the alternate to the neutral if there's a failure. So if they're bonded together, you're kind of putting your primary and your backup on the same path. So if you leave them separate, at least the only place that they ever bond back together is the main, which there'd be grounding rods or going back out to the transformer anyways to ground at the pole. So it'd be a lot safer. All right, that's all I have. I know that's kind of a technical video. It's not really fun, but it's just interesting, and it's something that home inspectors, reason to get a home inspection. So many times I come to a home inspection in the sub panel. This is a sub. It'll have the grounds and the neutrals all on the same bar. They'll be bonded together, all kinds of stuff. It could last like that 100 years and never have a problem, or the next day there could be some sort of catastrophic failure and cause some sort of a arc event or something like that. And obviously it's against code, but I'm not a code inspector, and also it's against the manufacturer's requirements for wiring a sub. So just gotta make sure it's right, that way it's safe. That's all I have for now. It's Jesse from Zumbro Home Inspection. You can be reached at 931-278-5400. It's 931-278-5400. If you have any questions, give me a call. Thank you.